wanted to be there. He would have given anything to be there.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you get Leif, just the same responsibility that I talked about when it comes to taking ownership of things. Well, there's Leif, man. And Leif is taking ownership of having one of his guys severely wounded and having one of them killed. And me too. Like, this is us. I approved all these operations. I came up with this whole damn idea. And Leif called me. Can we go? And I said yes. Leif came up with this idea, and I said yes. And this is on us. That's the way it is, man. That's the burden of command. That's the way it is. And Leif was devastated, of course. Leif was completely devastated. And, you know, when he talked to me about it, you know, he said something along the lines of like, I don't know if I made the right decision in going back out there. And I told him there was no decision to make. That's not a decision. There are Army brothers that have gone out over and over again to pull us out of bad situations. And these fellow Americans are asking for our help. That is not a decision. That is what we do. That is what we do, and we do it. Every time. You ever talk to Vietnam guys? Vietnam guys, if it was a platoon in trouble or a down pilot, they were going. Same thing with the Seawolf pilots, by the way. SEAL platoon in trouble, they're going. That's what they're doing. And when our Army brothers are asking us for help, we go. That's not a decision. That is duty. That is being a frogman. And I also told him if we had a crystal ball and we could tell when something bad was going to happen, of course, we wouldn't do that thing, whatever that thing was, but we don't have a crystal ball. And combat is inherently freaking dangerous. And Leif understood that. Leif understood that. It didn't make it any easier for his soul, for his heart that was broken, but he understood. He understood that that's what Mark, you know, when I was talking to Mark's mom the other day, and Mark has had a huge impact now. America's Mighty Warriors, like, is an incredible organization that's helped out so many, not just SEALs, but other people. And she said, if I could talk to Mark and Mark had a chance to go back and not sacrifice his life on that day, but none of this other stuff would have happened, he wouldn't come back. I'm like, I know. So this is what we do. This is what we sign up for. And that's part of being a frogman. And look, we had some, you know, we had the 80s and the 90s. And man, like, there was nothing going on. And Mark was the first SEAL killed in Iraq. And again, you'd like, why? Well, look at the battle space, man. Look at the battle space. It was a complete war zone.